Hey Stampers, Gaynor again, and yesterday I made this lovely little box to hold note cards and envelopes, which I put in the other box, but I will fill this up and it'd be great for the gifts for the weekly sketch. And so I was trolling through the internet and I came across, is it Scrapbooking with E? Or Me or something like that. I can't think of her full name even. Oh my gosh, terrible. And she was making like a little desk tidy. So this is just held on with a magnet. How cute is that? And this was off the gorgeous Catherine. Love it. And it just stays on there. It's only for a minute for decoration, but how gorgeous is that? And it's got magnets, like I'm saying. You open it up. It's very similar to this, but it's a little desk tidy for notepads, which we're going to make as well, these lovely little notepads and papers. So you've got space for a notepad in there, a large one, a to-do list I've put on there. And you open it out, you've got space here for tags or more stamps if you want to send stamps. The little tuck spot areas, little notepads that you can change afterwards just by removing the pad itself. Stick it down on more, and I'll show you how to make these as well. I wanted that to come down a little bit more for space for a pen, because it will hold a little pen as well in there. So obviously, well, maybe we could pop one on the outside or on the back even, you know, attach one on the back or on the top even. Perfect little gifts for craft fairs, teachers, just your general friends, or if you wanted to gift stuff to a fellow crafter, then you could put little gems in there. You could add little ribbon tabs, and then maybe, you know, add the little book as well. Put some PDFs in there even of some tutorials. Add labels. You know, it's endless what you can put in this little thing, and it's just so cute. So I love this off Catherine. So look how beautiful that looks. Wouldn't that be gorgeous? With a beautiful little pen to match. And pop that on top. And what I would do would be to, well, how would you do that again? I'm trying to think now. You could add cardboard, just little loops before you put your DSP on, so you could slide the pen all the way down. You know, something, or just one in the centre. So yeah, you could slide the pen in. Oh, we'll have to have a think of that while we're doing this. But what a gorgeous gift. And if you put that in a cello bag with a gorgeous topper, nice little label, then it's a perfect little gift. And again, these will be perfect for prizes for minus this. I'm afraid I'm keeping these because these were gifted to me. Mind you, it's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So let me show you how made it. It's just so stinking cute. I love it. Right, it does take a piece of 12 by 12, but with the 12 by 12, this is the DSP. I'm using black and white polka dot this time, and for the pieces inside on here, on these flaps, I'm just using this black cards. These, I might use that way actually to offset against the polka dot, but they've got little butterflies on, aren't they cute? So I'll tell you the measurements as well, and in metric. So trying to keep everything nice and neat. But with your 12 by 12 piece, you need a strip like this just to hold your notebook. That can come off the 12 by 12. You need to cut this down to 8 by 12, and you need two of these. 8 by 12, which is 20.4 by 30.5 centimetres. And then you need two of these at 3 5/8 by 2.5, and they are 8.9 by 6.3. And then I'll hold this up for you. We're going to do some scoring. And there's the measurements for the scoring on the long side: 5, 14, 24.1 and 24.8. Turn to the short side and score at 1.9 and 2.5, both ends. And the DSP you're going to need 2 at 3.5 by 5 3/4, which is 8.9 times 14.6. 1 at 1 3/4 by 5 3/4, which is 4.5 by 14.6. 1 at 3 1/4 by 5 3/4, 8.3 by 14.6. And 2 at 2 1/8 by 5 3/4, which is 5.3 times 14.6. And then 4 of those gorgeous little things: 3.5 by 2 3/8, 8.9 by 5.9. So if you want to go and get all your bits, come back and we'll do this together. I've got a little label as well for the notebook. We're going to make the notebook. I'm going to show you first. Let's just grab some photocopy paper. This is all I did. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 5 pieces of photocopy paper. Let me just pop these to the side. Bring in my guillotine. And we're going to pop these in at 3 inches. And chop. And then we're going to turn this and we're going to put these in at 5.5. And chop. Now, make 2 piles. You're going to repeat that. Your last one will be a little bit short, but don't worry about that. We add that to the back of the little booklet. So again, 3 by 5.5. Pop them in their relative piles. I mean, if you only want to do 3 lots and not bother with the last sides, then that's entirely up to you. I would have 6 then to make up the numbers. And this is just photo paper. So they're going in their piles. Like I say, you can stop now if you want to. But I'm just going to show you with the bit that's left over, so it doesn't go to waste. And this, by the way, is, what's that one now? 4 inches by 1/2 inch. And then all I did was take this down then to 5.5. Again, add it to the pile. You're going to love this anyway. So it's a tiny little bit short, but we're not bothered about that. What you're going to do then, you're going to grab 2 pegs and pop them together. And again, just a little bit short, but don't worry. Grab 2 pegs and pop them together. Now the pegs will also help keep this bit off wherever you're settling them down. So now just grab your art glitter glue and just glue the top. And just rest them now somewhere to dry. And they dry within about 10 minutes. And then it's just like a normal notepad. Just a fine line. And then when you put that down now, see, the pegs are keeping it off the desk. It won't fall off because you've only put a small amount on. Just leave them to one side to dry out. And then you can peel each page off after it's been used. How fabulous is that? Wonderful, wonderful. So, right, we can go back now and get our scoreboard. So on the long side, you need to score this at 2 inches, 5.5, 5 3/4, 9.5, 9 3/4, and then what you're going to do, you're going to pop this in. You're going to score it at 3/4 and 1, and then just flip it round and do the same again. So that is 5, 14, 4, I've missed the other one, 5, 14, which is 5.5, 14, and 5 3/4, which is 14.6. So it's 5, 14, 14.6, 24.1 and 24.8. And then you're going to turn it to the short side, and you're going to score 3/4 and 1, which is 1.9 and 2.5. Flip it and then do it again. So you've got these. I'm trying to do metrics as well. So, right, you've got one score line here. You need to put that at the bottom. We're going to just fold and burnish this on the score line. And what we're going to do is are going to just give that a little mitre. Again, I've done it the wrong way again. Just going to mitre. We're going to remove this section in a minute. So again, mitre. And what we're going to do are these. You're going to fold in. Don't need to fold it on the second score line. You just need to score it, burnish it on there, because this is going to go up there for that little tuck spot area. So, and this one, we need to burnish, notch in, because we're keeping that one, is it? Oh, right now I'm confusing myself. Keeping these, removing these, that's right. So, just give those. Have I done something wrong? Yeah, we don't need these. We don't need these ones at all. Sorry. My fault. My bad. So, we don't need those ones at all. So, you just mitre it slightly. And then remove this away. There we go. And so, we're going to mitre that, and we're going to remove that section. So mitre that, and then we're going to move that section. The big scissors in the kitchen died a death yesterday. Spatchcocking a chicken and the handle snapped. There we go. So we don't need that section. I'm just going to flip that over and remove that one as well. There we go. So this is the shape you want. Get rid of these bits. Love it. So these, like I'm saying, we're just going to fold them in and glue them down for our little notepad to go in. And then we can burnish all our other score lines now. What cute little gifts to make and send to people. Oh, love it. Oops. And then our last one. Just need to... The reason we don't need that one is because it's lying flat. Otherwise it doesn't help with this bulk on this side, because if you've got that stood up, and you need a 1/2 inch here otherwise. So what a little sassy. And these, for these pieces, we are going to add these on there for the inner flaps. But I'm going to do some corner rounding, as you do. So I'm going to corner round these two and these two, making sure. What I did was I attached mine on the outside, but you can do it on the inside, because we are going to add DSP, so no one need to worry. And I'm also going to corner around these. Just makes everything look pretty. Oh, Mr. Boyce fetched me a coffee. Oh, he's a darling, you know. He's a darling, darling, darling. Right, so let's get some glue out and start attaching these pieces. Then I'll give you the measurements for the DSP. Oh, I have, hadn't I? Yeah, I'll give the measurements for the DSP. So I just laid this flat so I could see the score line, and then just take it up to the score line. Do not go over, because you need that to bend back. So there is one of our little ones. And do the same on this one. While we're doing all this, our little notebooks are starting to dry and they're setting into place. And you've cut with the trimmer, it leaves you, and then just there, they get folded back there. Lovely little flaps. So while we've got the glue out, just glue these two sections down. As well. Perfect. So pull them back, push that over, and make sure they line up with the edge of the paper. Just give that little burnish. This has probably got a little slither on it because I didn't remove the score line. But it's all good. So now we need to add magnets. Now I've got my two. Got some tape. And I want it roughly in the middle. Nobody's going to see it, but you know me. It's me. So it's 6 inches across. So if I make sure that is in the middle, let that find itself. And then we fold this up, being careful not to crush these sides, and that you want that so it's up and flat. And then you can just add that down. There we go. And give that a good rub. So our magnets are sealed, all in place. I love to hear it click. Beautiful. And now we can start decorating. How fabulous! So This piece is 1 3/4 by 5 3/4. This is just for this section here. So we can start gluing. And I'm loving the black and white. And I'm using papers that came from the Craft Off Sessions. You know, the one where I bought. So with this one, I put DSP in there only because I had a little strip left over, and it doesn't go all the way down. But that's entirely up to you. But you are having a notebook in there, but it's up to you if you want to add decoration or not. So then you've got these two. You're going to round the corners off 2 of these as well. And this is for our lid. And because there's no direction on the paper, it doesn't matter which way round you do. Don't forget to remove your tape. And then add your DSP. And then we can round these 2 corners off as well. And attach it to your lid. Whoops, wrong way again. Keeping a good distance either side. Perfect. And then we need 1 piece, which, oh, I haven't wrote on that one. Oh, sorry, 2 pieces, which are 3 1/2. That's for the front, and the other one is for the back. You don't have to add the back piece one if you don't want to. And this just uses just over 1 sheet of DSP to make it all. Or if you didn't add the back piece here, then it would make the whole, 1 sheet would do it all. But I wanted to add on the back as well. Nice little desk organisers, aren't they? Cute. The weather is horrendous. It's like August and we have torrential rain. I know, it's been like it all day. So, let me just have a look in my... I do not have a long piece, but what I do have is this paper, so I am going to cut a little strip for in there. So all I need is 5 3/4 by, well, that's only about say 2 inches. I think that should be plenty to slot inside there. In fact, that's perfect. So I do that 2 inches by 5 3/4. It's just me, I'm fussy. But we are going to use some more of that paper in a minute, and I forgot to glue it onto the notepads for the covers. Oh, silly sausage, but it won't take seconds for the Lexlot to dry. They do dry clear, and they don't dry sticky either. So, I mean, you could have added this piece on before you lifted that up if you wanted to, but looking cute. And then this one is for here. Again, don't forget to remove your tape. It's awful outside, the rain. Can you hear that rain? Absolutely lashing it down. It's like the 9th of August today. You won't see this for a couple of weeks, but it's horrendous, the weather. Absolutely horrendous. Yesterday was gorgeous, and today it's horrendous. So now we can start to do our... I'm gonna pop all these in, because it's only thin paper. Well, I'll do 2 at a time into my corner rounder. And then we can glue these on as well. Oh, now, no, I'm going to have the black for definite. I know a lot of ladies like black and white. I do too. Don't forget now not to go over your score line. As we were saying today in the car to the grandkids, when we were kids, it was summer all summer long. We didn't have like torrential rain, and we had a whole summer with sunshine, and they just like never rained. It's never rained. We would be out the whole 6 weeks on our holidays. Our mums would be looking for us to call us in for tea, and you know, we just loved it. And now kids, even when the weather's gorgeous, they just want to sit in on their devices, don't they? Gosh, never wish yourself old, I say, because it happens before you know it. Oh my goodness, I wish I could go back and tell myself that. Do not wish yourself old, because you'll regret it when you get there. I don't regret it, no, I just didn't say that. There we go, there's those gorgeous flaps, all attached. Didn't take long, did it? Isn't that cute? How cute. So, now for our notepads. It is dry. You can leave these plain if you want to, or don't do what I just did, because they just tear off. Anyway, look. Like normal notepads, so... If you, at this point, wanted to add some DSP, you should have done it really at the beginning, like I should have. But that 5.5 inch little pad fits in there gorgeously. And then this cute little thing, oh my goodness, that's right. It will take a little bit longer to go off. Might still feel a bit tacky, but they will soon dry, trust me. And this, like I said, is 3 inches. So you do need a piece of cardstock for this. I'm just going to grab a piece of black, and I'll show you what I did for this, because we're using black and white. This is 3. And all I did was I just my little pad top. Pop that against there. Why is that wider than 3? Or I might have done it the wrong way round. It's that way, look. It is 3. So I need to trim that off then. So what I did was just held it against with scissors. Trimmed them down. And then what I did there, I just literally folded it over about 1/4 inch and burnished it. And then just added glue to that section. And just glued it on the back at the top. That section there. Have a swig of my coffee, ladies. And then just get this piece and wrap that around. Pull it in up the top, about half. This is, like I'm saying, 3, so I did it at 4, and then just burnish. Don't do it tight, because you need to be able to take your little notepad out. So just, and then burnish it over. And then what you're going to do is just add glue here, and then bring your little notepad in, your little organiser should I say, and this time I'm going to add it on this side, and I'm going to pull it all the way down to the bottom. You could add a little DSP cover if you want to, like I did, but I glued all mine on at the same time. Look at the bits on my fingers. There we go. Now we need to add some little, look at that, it's the perfect width. So what is that? That's 2 3/8. And I'm going to do it by 2 3/8 as well. No, I'm going to do it by 2 1/2. And then just cut corner to corner. For our little tuck spots. Just check those now. Oh, do you know, having no nails, it's doing me head in. Perfect. So now just round off the corner. And then just put a tiny little line. Across the bottom and line that up. Tiny little bit over. I don't know why. Yeah, it was the same width. So I'm just going to nip that off. Nobody's going to see it. And now that's going to create that little tuck spot for you to add some stamps. A nice little tag on the other side in a minute. Round that off. Snip that little bit off as well. No one's going to see that. Just do a little line. Oh, look at that one. I didn't need to snip that one off. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And then I mean, I just made a little tag, but you don't have to put tags in there. You can put whatever you want in. Put more postage stamps in if you like. But yeah, there's our little notepad, which can be replaced as easy as they are made. Just take that out, make a new booklet and pop it back in there. Obviously it's got to be 3 inches. I've made desk organisers before and that is just the cutest. So again, your notepad, perfect. Like I say, I added DSP to mine, and you just do exactly the same. Just put another tiny little line of glue. So let's have a look. There's a section here with a butterfly on and it looks beautiful. So let's have a look. Let's take this down to 5 1/2, and that needs to be 3. But it's so quick and easy to do, and so worth the effort to give somebody a wonderful gift. Like I said, it's a little bit short at the back. It doesn't make any odds. Again, you can just do what I did at the beginning. Just glue that little line on. You don't need as much this time. Just give that a little squidge in there with your finger just to keep it into place. Add a peg and just wait for a few seconds for it to dry. And whilst we're doing that, clear up. And I just got my black pen and put 2 to do, I can't, looks crap that does, do it properly, Gaynor. To-do list, and then you can just glue that on the back, put some glue on the back, pop that over, line that up on your little notepad. Do the same with the little one as well if you want. Absolutely gorgeous. You could even throw in a pencil or something like that as the gift. But there we go. There's that beautiful little station. Oh, we forgot to add the thing for the pen, didn't we? Oh, right, let me grab. Where's that little stick gone? I wonder if I could just add that on there. Little line and a little line. And the width of the pen. So just wrap your pen around that. Grab some scissors. And then we could just add some glue there and there. And you've got a little pen holder as well. How cute. Just put the glue away. So pop your pen in because you don't want to be gluing up to your pen. Just add a little line either side. Whoops, sit that now. Keep your pen in the centre and just glue that on like that. How's that? And you can tuck these sides in, lift this over. Okay, now you need to hold it in a bit more, and then I would personally just hold it on for a little bit longer. Don't pull it too tight neither, Gaynor, you silly sausage. Yeah, because you want to be able to remove your pen. For some reason that doesn't seem to have much glue on there, so let's just add a little bit more. I've got a black pen. Just going to hold that a little. Just make sure you can slide it. There we go. How sweet is that? Perhaps add some little decorations or some little gems across there. Ooh, yeah. Just jazz it up with a bit of bling. Perfect. Odd numbers. Nice little bit of bling on the top. Perfect. You could even cut one of these down. Let me just move that. You know, if you've got some little gems that you wanted to send to somebody, or like I say, a fellow crafter. That's what these tuck spots are great for. Oh, look at that. Gaynor. I'm going to pick my stamps out. But you could add little gems in there. You know, maybe pop a little stamp set in there for somebody. It's dry now. Add your little notebook. They could use that for writing dimensionals down. Flaps in. Tuck over, pop this down, and it's on a dimensional. and on its magnet. Pop that. I would straighten that a little bit better, but that tucks in there beautiful. Let me find a gorgeous big gem or something to put in the centre of that so it looks like a purse as well. That would be amazing. Oh, I've got some gorgeous pearls. Beautiful, nice big. You've got a grey one or you've got a white one. I'm going to go with the white. I'm just going to pop that right there just to decorate that. How cute is that? So there's the little desk organiser for notepads and stamps and little gems and little notebooks, and we even made the little notebooks in real time too. Oh, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like it. Hope you give them a go. They'd make do them in Christmas papers and add tags into those little side pouches. You'd have like a Christmas list notebook then. This pin is going to break in a minute. I'm blind as a bat. I can't get it in there. There we go. I think it needs a good clean. So I think I'll do that. There we go. It's away. Yay! So there you go. I hope you enjoyed. Like I say, I got the inspiration from scrapbooking with me. I do watch her quite often. She's a lovely, lovely lady. Bless her soul. And oh, I can't remember. There you go. Anyway, I hope you enjoy, and I hope you give it a go. And there's that one. Here's my. This is that steampunk one from Stampin'. I can't think now. Stampera. The papers from Stampera. Oh, it's like I'm full in it. But there you go, ladies. I hope that you enjoyed, and gents. Till next time. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and that way you'll be and press the bell. That way you'll be notified on a daily basis, because I do add things on a daily basis for you to watch. So till next time. Bye.